Hello, y'all. This is Clyde Demery, First Time Fishing Adventures. And first thing I want to do before I do anything else, I want to give a big shout out to a couple of guys that has helped me along the way to get started with my YouTube channel. The first one that helped me was HK2 Productions. He was the one that got me on the map to starting my YouTube channel, hanging out with him. I got to give him a big thank you, big old shout out there. Thank you. The next guy is Your Next Cast. He was the one I've been talking to. He's been going back and forth talking to me, helping me out, taking time out of his busy schedule. I want to give him 2 thumbs up. Thank you so much, Your Next Cast. And the next guy is East Coast Bass Fishing. He was the one that poured into me and talked to me about using jerk baits when the temperature went from warm to cold. And he said that the jerk bait worked pretty good for him. So I watched his channels, and he was right. So I went out and bought me a couple of jerk baits, and they seem to be very prosperous. They work pretty good. Now let's get started to the other stuff. I've been fishing since I was at the age of 7, 8. I've been going with my mom. And my mom always told me, I thank God for my mom. Mom, rest in peace. She always told me, you're not here to be playing in the water and stuff. You're here to catch your dinner. So being brought up old school fishing, what I had started doing, I had started liking the spinner baits. I'm sorry. This is what I was brought up on, using spinner baits. And I got with the guys here and started fishing with these guys, and they began to put trailers on them and stuff like that, and they seem to be very rewarding. So I started putting trailers on them, trailer tails, you know, like swim baits, worms, stuff, and they seem to do pretty good. And then I went from there to using the poppers. I like poppers, man. I don't know about you guys, but I got a whole lot of different kind of poppers that I use, and that's just a few of them. Had one buzz bait. Never caught nothing on it, but I guess what? I'm going to use it this summer to see what it does. Now, to get to the good stuff. Not nothing, that all of it ain't good. All of it is good when the bass are hungry. I have a couple of top water baits that seem to do pretty good. These are extreme top waters here. And I have hooked and actually caught them. This is a top water bait, extremely top. I caught the 5-pound from Aurora with this. I haven't used this one yet, but I am so ready to use it. Now, those right there are the top water. These right here are the jerk baits that I like to use. See, I try to get as close to the gizzard shad as close as I could, because you know the weather's changed, and just like the big fish, game fish, they're also the smaller fish. They get to the point that they slow completely down, and I'm pretty sure they die off and stuff like that, or they go out into the deep water where they can try to run for shelter and stay safe at till it's time to get warm again. And just like I said, I have a whole line of jerk baits to try to catch the gizzard shad. To catch the bass with, a few rockfish, crappie bite them. And this right here is my pride and joy right here. I've been had this Rapala bait for over 5 years, and I have caught everything from bass to bowfin, crappie, and it seems to work pretty good. It works really good. It's slow rising. And I seen they can't find no more of these. So, but just like I said, I have a whole setup as far as jerk baits, stuff I'm trying to use to see what catch the fish this year. So I'm going to go at it hard this year. And I have some different baits that I have picked up along the way. See what they does. This one right here got propellers on it. 2 propellers on it. Kind of curious to see what this thing does. It don't have it's lipless, so it don't have nothing on it. And I found this up a tree, and I checked the price out on this. This is a $19 bait. It's the Whopper Popper. So I seen them in the store. I'm like, I ain't buying them things. Them things too expensive. Now I'm getting into the lipless. These right here are crankbaits, and they make a lot of noise and vibrate real heavy in the water, man. I tell you, these things, they really do pretty good. I've seen a lot of people use these. I'm not big on these, but I have so many of them that I have seen people use, and I've been buying them, keeping them in the back part of the tackle box of my arsenal. Never used them. And you know, quite literally, they don't have no spoon on the front of them. They're spoonless. You know, it's just like I said. It's a whole lot of them I'm willing to try, see what I do, see what happens. You know, I'm curious. I just started this YouTube channel up, and I am so ready to get started on this thing to see where things go. Now I'm going with the fishing. No, I'm going with the soft baits. Okay, shimmy sticks. Red and black. This is the one I caught at the pond that me and Bobby went to in Bertie. That was the bear pond. We haven't seen him yet, and I really don't want to see him because the neighborhood around there calls him Hank. And he is a pretty big black bear. I think he's 600-700 pound bear. You don't want to walk up on him and start on him. But this right here is what I'm going to be using this summer. This right here is these are flukes. Then you got the pumpkin yums. See that pretty color? Man, I can't wait, man. I can't wait for the summer, man. I tell you. I have Googie baits, which are the saucy swimmers. I think they do pretty good. They're either as a trailer. Can't go wrong with those. Now these right here are zooms. Now I looked at these and I said, well, okay, these ones, man, they look pretty good. I ain't never seen them before. And they are bloodshot red. And when you got the bait in the water, if you use them as far as Texas rig, all that right there is going to be up in the top of the water. And actually, it ought to catch a lot of attention because it's like a bloodshot bright red. So I'm pretty sure it's going to catch a lot of attention. I have Googan baits. These right here are Crack and Crawl. These right here are the Googan bait Trench Hogs. Now this right here is what I started using at the end of the summer, 2019. I've seen a couple of videos, them Googan bait guys, they've been using these. It's Pure Passion, and this right here is the Bandito bug. So they seem to do pretty good. And you know, I bought all different colors. Have flukes with it looked like, actually it looked like glitter flakes in them, and these are flukes also. Anything you can use to get their attention. And these right here are some more Googan bait passion, Pure Passion. These are Lunker logs. Now I'm gonna show y'all the rods. This right here is light medium. This is Ludes, and I like all my rods being anti-reversible, so you don't have to worry about that spinning backwards trying to set the hook. And they do pretty good, man. This is another Ludes right here, medium heavy. Now this right here is a Shimano. This is medium heavy. And these rods are very sensitive, man. They do pretty good. It's a pretty good outfit. This right here, this is a, what you call this thing? Oh yeah, this is a Quantum. And this also anti-reverse. I painted the rod. And it seemed to do pretty good. I haven't got no faded out spots on it or nothing like that. Anti-reverse is the best way to go. You don't have to worry about it winding backwards on you. This right here is a. This right here is a Shakespeare. Just like I said, it's an older rod, but it's anti-reverse, which is pretty good, man. Because you don't want to have that slack in it. and your rod go the opposite, your spinner go the opposite way, then your line go the opposite way, and then you miss your hook set. This right here is a Daiwa. I've been had this rod here for quite a while, man. I mean, this thing is old, but it still works real good. Spring is still work, and I use it as far as one of my arsenals as far as bass rod. Okay, I think that kind of covers it for the artificial bait, the soft baits, the hard baits, the jerk baits. Now what I want to do is give a big shout out to everybody who has made this day possible as far as subscribing to my channel, leaving me comments and stuff. I really appreciate you guys. I couldn't have got this far without you. I didn't call everybody's name out because I'm just getting familiar with what's going on. But if you, this is what I want you to do. I want you to comment on my videos. Let me know something. Hey, let me know I'm just checking by. Leave a comment, subscribe, hit the like button, and I tell you what, I promise I will get back to you because I want this thing to not only grow for me, but to grow for everybody. So let us all get together and let's work this thing. I will get with you later, and as always, what will you be doing on your next first time fishing adventure? I'll talk to you later.